Good evening, everybody. I'd like to call the April 11th, 2022 Scituate School Committee meeting to order. The Scituate School Committee is committed to providing an environment of respect during meetings. We ask all members to interact in a polite manner, even when there is disagreement. The participation of our community and want all participants, including marginalized and minoritized communities, to feel welcomed and respected. We ask our committee members and all who participate to commit to these standards to support and respect our community. This meeting will be recorded and be available following the meeting. Anyone has any questions or comments after the meeting, they can email me at mlong@cit.org with any questions. So I'll do a roll call vote to start the meeting. Long, yes. Ms. Brandolini?
Yes.
Lindblom?
Yes.
Mr. Gates?
Yes.
And Dr. Burkowski?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. So pretty light agenda tonight because we have town meeting in an hour. So the first item that we have on the agenda is the Medco coordinator job description. So I'll turn it over to Superintendent Burkhead.
Thank you, Chairman Long, and good evening, everyone. So the job description that we have before us tonight, I just want to give a little context for it. It's the Medco coordinator position. Over the last 2 years, similar to other positions in the district, we've been assessing our Medco program / leadership of the program. And with Ms. Crawford recently leaving, we had an opening, so we were able to get community input on the program as well as we went through the interviewing process. And we found pretty clearly that a program needs a lot of improvement. And certainly some good things going on with our Medco program, but not the one we want as part of our district to be the best in the world. And in doing so, we reflected on the position, the current Medco director position, and realized that there's a lot more to the job than one person single-handedly could do. So we looked at this coordinator position and as a quasi-assistant position to the director. We also made the decision in light of recent increase in Metco funds over the last 2 years from the state, which this position would be funded by. It's not in the general fund of the budget, and the stipulations certainly are, as long as the money is allocated in the Metco grant, that this will be a grant funded position. So I wanted to be upfront and clear about that. Just reading the summary of the job description, and I'll turn it over to any questions. The Medco coordinator's responsibilities deal with the developmental and academic needs of Boston resident students. The coordinator will actively support student academic achievement and the cultural and social adjustment of students and families. The coordinator will develop strong and collaborative relationships with parents, faculty, staff, and other Medco community advocates. So I'll pause there and see if the committee has any questions.
And Superintendent Burkhead, nothing's changed from the document that we reviewed in our meeting 2 weeks ago in the executive session.
That's correct.
Any questions from the committee? Okay. If not, I'll entertain a motion to approve the job description.
I'll make a motion to approve the Metco coordinator position as presented.
A second.
Thank you. Do a roll call vote. Mr. Gates?
Yes.
Ms. Lindblom?
Yes.
Long, yes. Dr. Burkowski?
Yes.
And Ms. Brandolini?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you all. It was easy. Next on the agenda, we have our
Chairman Long, may I interject real quick? Thank you. I just wanted to let the committee know that I'll be notifying the community hopefully tomorrow or Wednesday at the latest. Thank you.
Thank you. So now is the one opportunity for public comment in this meeting. If people want to raise their hand through the Zoom, I can ask them to unmute. Seeing none, there's everything we had on the agenda for tonight's meeting. Again, we will be meeting a town meeting shortly after this. So if there's nothing else from the committee, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn at 6:07.
So moved.
Second,
Long, yes. Dr. Burkowski,
yes.
Mr. Gates,
Yes.
Ms. Brandolini,
Yes.
and Ms. Lindblom.
Yes.
Thank you all. Have a good night.